you went on Funk Flex, Hot 97. You did an interview. A man, you know, I call him Barry White, you know what I mean? But, you know, some things were said. Can you walk us through what happened, what made you guys go on Funk Flex? Can you walk us through that? And then,
I honestly, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Like,
Okay.
my dude, Delson, you seen him, he sat beside me on the interview.
that's my man right there. I call him Barry Delson.
Right, him and Flex was talking. I think at some point my son got involved and the kid out of Chicago got involved. What's the kid name again?
Vic Mensa.
There you go, Vic Mensa. So there was just a whole bunch of debates going back and forth, and sort of my son had picked the flag up and was just basically stating his position about how he felt about the whole totality of things a certain kind of way. And Delson had some kind of relationship with either my son or maybe even Flex. You know, like, I know Flex, but not overly personal.
Mm-hmm.
And they had some kind of conversation where Delson was saying, well, you need somebody who was there who can state a position, not just from his merit or how he feels personally in regards to what's being talked about. So at some point my phone rang and Delson and Flex was on the phone and we started talking and Flex was like, yo, Kev, nice to meet you, this, that, and the third. Listen, Delson was telling me that, you had some information on this and, we haven't, it's a topic that's been on the radio of late and it's been, it's been getting a lot of traction. And what's your take on it? And I sort of told him what my take was and, filled him in a little bit by what my position was. And he was like, well, listen, man, how would you like to come up to the station? I said, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, if it's going to shed some light on it, because again, when history's told, I just want it to be told accurately, you know what I'm saying? Not from somebody who's a spectator or for somebody who had an opinion. So I said, I didn't have a problem with coming up there. So then he said to me, well, he asked me a couple of questions and I told him the premise of some stuff. So then he said, I think he was concerned about the integrity of the station and not me just speculating. So I said, listen, I'll do you one better. Listen, I'll send you the paperwork, so you can review it for yourself.
This is not the paperwork.
No, I got more paperwork, man.
Are you going to give it to me?
Yeah, if you ain't tired of reading.
No. I mean, let's slow down here real quick. And I didn't mean to control. The people going to get mad at me for doing that. You said you were giving the paperwork. Continue.
Right. So I was concerned because, again, as you see, I've been getting sued forever and a day for slander and this and that and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So I told him, listen, man, so the station doesn't have any libel. I want to provide for you, if we're going to discuss this subject matter, I'm going to give you the information so the radio station can stand behind and won't have any liability because the truth is not slander.
Are you doing the same thing for us? I'm just saying.
We got a great report, man. We moving this thing along, man.
Now, so let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So you said on that show that Alpo and Azie were in your paperwork.
That's a fact.
Right?
We don't have to regurgitate it. I can just give you the paperwork. You can read from it, and then we don't have to recant. We don't have to recount.
But hold on. But it's for the new audience, man.
Okay.
You try to give Funk Flex and them more views. You got 1 million. You got a 1 point something, bro.
Damn.
We need it here. You got more. Yeah.
I'm sorry. My apologies. You're right.
Thank you. Come on, man.
My apologies. So
you try to say, because I don't understand. You said that the way you found out is by looking at the paperwork,
right,
and seeing that you remember the situation that you might have transpired with this person.
That was part of it. It's called discovery. And you only get discovery when you go to trial. Most people plea out. So when you plea out, you never get this discovery. I have to be provided this discovery because I have to create a defense. Mm-hmm. I need to know what the government know to create a defense for whatever it is they is. Mm-hmm. So they give you all of this discovery. It's called Brady material. And so again, I'm fighting for my life. So this ain't no popcorn case where I'm looking at a couple of years. I mean, literally, I will never see the street again if I get convicted. So I'm going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And some of my early discovery, I kept seeing this dude's name.
Whose?
Azie's name.
He said if you provided the paperwork that he'll give his children stones and stuff like
that's between their family. I don't know how they're going to work that out.
Whoa, hold up. Slow down. Leave the man family out of this.
I said that's between them. I didn't say anything about anybody. He said that he's gonna give his family stones. I said that's between them.
Because I heard the footage.
Okay, so then if you get him up here, you can ask him, did you get stoned?
Do you think that maybe the government might have did a ploy? Because the government does have a way of turning people against each other or causing friction? Do you
So
think
I tell
that's
you
people in
what.
the government?
See how we debating unnecessarily?
Sure.
You can read it. Then
All
you
right,
can
so
make
give
your
it
own
to me.
determination.
All right, so give it to me.
Okay.
You keep saying, I'll read it.
Yeah, so my point is we don't have to be coming up with scenarios unnecessarily. See, I'm going to pass it to you in your hand last time because you got offended when I didn't do that last time. Oh, there you go, my brother. Put this back in my black bag, man.
Yo.
Well, go ahead. I already,
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, there you go.
He said, "Whoa."
Hold up.
Yeah.
Is this real paperwork?
Well, you know what I'm going to tell you about that? When people question that, there's dockets. There's a docket number on everything I gave you, every single thing I gave you. And with that docket number, you can go down to the court yourself and you can get the same exact paperwork for a few dollars.
Okay, hold on. G-Money, yeah, hold that down. Okay, so let me just tell the
Do you
people.
see the dates and times on that? I highlighted it. What year is that?
92.
What year did I get arrested?
You said in 94.
There you go. We gonna start doing some math.
Okay.
I'm in the street when that document was being provided to the court.
So it says they have general evidence X'd. What does that mean?
Whatever it says there.
File number 245F, as in Frank-NY-195124. Horse collar, Azie Faison Jr., a.k.a. E.T. or Al. But it doesn't say anything that he did.
Okay, when I said, again, I was factual in my explanation on Flex. I said, as I'm going through my paperwork, I see this guy's name on my... Is that not what I said? That's one of the earlier documents that I seen.
But I don't see your name on here.
Keep looking, there's more.
Kevin Charles, I see you listening.
Thank you.
Same with that.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta make sure, because we don't want to.
I don't want you to do that.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, man. We don't.
And I have no reason to make none of this up. Like, what I look the game.
But it doesn't say anything that he told you or anything. So, oh,
Okay.
whoa, hold up, whoa. Wait, hold up.
Two different dates. You see the dates? Like, is that two different dates?
Grand jury, this man only pursuant to federal rules of criminal procedure. This is the same date right here.
Yeah, but look at the other one. Is the other one the same date?
But they said that right here they have a original cassette recording of you.
Right.
Called to Kevin Chiles, that telephone number.
That was my record company. They're at this point.
But this doesn't say he told me. You better stop it, man.
Listen, keep going. Slow down. You telling me? Do you see that? You see them transcripts there?
This right here.
No, keep going.
In the red paper. Which one you want me to look at? No, don't get up. Don't get up.
Okay.
Just tell me what to do.
I'm giving it to you in order. I want you and your listeners to see that happens in '92.
This happens in 92.
Two different incidents. And
Yes.
again, his name on it, my name on it.
I do see his name
I have
on it.
nothing to do with this man. There's no reason why my name and his name should be on anything.
Okay,
That's the first thing.
Could the government have played a trick on you?
Keep reading. You tell me what trick they played. Okay? You don't have to read the whole thing, but I just wanted you to see it in its actual...
This is hold up. This is a lot.
So go... No. I got it. You see this? It's
May
marked.
96.
You see
mean
where
the
the thing
pink-
is
the
at?
pink?
Yeah, there you go. Go right to that. And it's highlighted. Okay? You see where it's at?
Can I get glasses, please?
There you go.
We had
It's
glasses.
highlighted. See, when you start seeing people's names, you recognize them. You read from wherever you want.
Well, I see Mr. Temkin.
That's the prosecutor.
Okay. Okay, I see it.
You see it?
Okay. All right, so the question is, now, you did, though, end up getting the paper, didn't you? Answer,
That's
yes. Chuck. And I think you told us on direct that you got them from a person named AZ, right? Yes. Question. And that's AZ Faison, right? Correct. AZ Faison is an old friend of yours, right? Yes. Question. Old drug buddy, right? Yes. Question. AZ Faison was introduced to you by a fellow named Alpo. Answer. Yes. Question. Also known as Alberto Martinez, among other things, right? Answer. Yes. I know him by that name. Question. And Faison AZ told you that the court papers came from Alpo. Is that right? Came from Alpo. He answered Alpo upon me. Question. And you acknowledge that Alpo was cooperating government witness. Isn't that right? Right. Somebody said objection. But how do you know the man wasn't lying, though? How do you know that the man...
Keep reading.
I'm talking about your man that set you up.
Okay, but keep reading because the next document is the case agent speaking. Keep reading.
This right here.
There you go. Keep reading.
I just want to make sure, man. I just want
I
to make
want
sure
you
you have
to
the
be
facts.
sure.
All right, I just know how you lying.
Okay.
He could have set it up.
There you go.
The gaffle. You know about the gaffle.
I know, but keep reading.
You have one lady in the picture. I don't know how you did it, being around all them girls, and I heard about you. So you are the master of deception.
Okay.
No telling shit though. Okay, so now, question, and all this took place during the investigation when Kevin Chiles was the principal of the investigation, right?
That's the agent speaking.
Yes.
They're talking to the agent.
Okay. All right, Mr. Temkin, ask your question about the other targets, right? Answer yes. Question: one of those targets was a guy by the name of Azie Faison, right? Answer: Azie is part of this case. Yes. Question: Azie Faison. Answer: Azie Faison. Yes. Question: what does Q mean? Question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will leave it at that. In addition to the period of time whenever
slow down, so you don't have to go beyond that.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna rewind this whole thing.
Okay.
Why is AZ a part of my case? Right? How did Alpo get papers to give them to AZ to in turn give them to Chuck? Again, like the man said, me and him had no business dealings together. There is no reason whatsoever for this individual.
So let's go a little deeper. Did you have any sexual encounters with AZ's women?
What?
Man,
I'm asking.
Listen, maybe. Listen, I
Talk
don't
to
know.
the mic,
Like, I don't matter of factly. Listen, that's ridiculous. Like that's not even a question. Worth
Nikki
answering.
Barnes. Well, hold up. What's ridiculous? Nikki Barnes.
Yeah, but I didn't have a personal relationship with her, and it's not nothing I knew of. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing that I flat out could say.
Barry White came back in the room. He bugging. He charging the room. I got to chill. So nothing that you knew of.
Nothing I know of.
Okay, I respect that. But so you don't know where this stemmed from.
I have no idea.
And for all you still don't know if it's in the rules. You don't know that the government set things up to put each other against each other. You don't think. I'm just asking.
Put us against each other. Listen, I got a witness list that had over 200 people.
This is actual paperwork.
Yeah,
this is. I see.
Okay.
In the United States of America, this is actual paperwork. Trial number. I see the paperwork.
Okay.
I see the city. I see. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just asking you. How do you know that Chuck wasn't lying? That's what I'm asking.
That was the case agent just speaking. It was Chuck asking him where he got this paperwork from that he received from Alpo, who in turn gave it to AZ, who in turn gave it to Chuck. I told you earlier that Chuck and them, they was all down together prior to my situation with Chuck. So
why you never spoke to AZ about it? Why you never found out if this was true? That's what I'm saying. Well,
that is the federal government, the FBI, and the case agent, the lead case agent on
the same agency that you got 2 hung juries from.
Okay, but my point is, why make him inclusive in anything with me? Like, what was the point of that? You give me a rational explanation because I'm not searching for one. It walked like a duck, it quacked like a duck. It's a fucking duck. But you can make it out to be whatever you want to make it out to be. I'm not gonna debate that with you.
That was a good one, the good reversal, very smart. It's not gonna work here because
that's fine.
You
give me an explanation. I'm not gonna provide
does
one.
Does water stays on a duck back? No, because I'm a duck right now.
Okay.
So let's get it a little deeper. I'm saying that you cannot figure out yourself. You look at me like, yo, Queenzflip, I cannot figure out why this man, unless you're telling me that he was so close to Chuck, that's why he wanted to take you down to help him, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't coincide. You know what I'm saying? Even you said, yo, I can't figure out why wouldn't his name be in my paperwork.
I can't. And I can speculate all day long.
Okay. Respect.
I can speculate. The man never did a day in jail, right? We do know that he testified against the individuals that he had that issue with.
I know he told on the guy that shot him.
Listen.
No. I'm saying,
okay, that's fine. Listen.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm
tomato,
not saying
tomato. If that's what
no,
you
I'm
want
saying,
to do,
no. Did he go on? Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying first, because you got this whole no telling thing and stuff like that. So you don't want to engage in conversation.
I really
about
don't.
it.
But go ahead.
I'm just asking. Did he go on the stand?
Absolutely.
So the guy that shot him with the trial. I'm just asking. Did he go on the stand and point him out?
Yeah, from what I understand, and I wasn't in the courtroom, but as I understand it, and this is really off. This is like, because let me say this so people clear. I have no reason whatsoever to put anything on him. It doesn't further my position in life. I don't gain anything from it. It's just what it was. So I was just as bewildered and puzzled as anybody would have been because we didn't have any business dealings. I did business with Rich. I did business with Poe. I didn't do any business with this dude. So there's no reason why me and his name should be even mentioned in the same sentence unless you're talking about some shit we did as kids. Other than that, there's no reason whatsoever. I can only speculate thereafter as to why it would be. But that's a question at some point, if he get on your platform or anybody else's platform, that he can answer.
Alpo name is in it as well. Alpo tried to reach out to you, and Alpo is walking around New York City.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So you said on Funk Flex that you don't want to. There's nothing to talk about.
It isn't.
But wouldn't you have a conversation just to get clarity of what? Because he's walking around taking pictures with people. I heard he's taking pictures with individuals that spoke about him.
But what does that got to do with me?
I know you don't look nervous. We know you. I can tell. Like it's a lot of things going on. I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying, why wouldn't you give my opportunity to maybe?
Hold on, Flip. Let me ask you a question, man. Somebody put a gun in your head. They pull the trigger. The gun jams. A police car pulls up. You run off. The only thing that spared you was that police car pulled up at a time and allowed you to get away from that incident and the gun jam. You want to have a conversation later on with the person and say, hey, you tried to kill me. Why did you do that?
The way you put it, no.
Okay, then.
But sometimes you may want to find out the reason, the premise.
No, I don't. Because had the government had their way, had I got convicted, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. And whatever narrative you will be hearing will be the one that you've already heard. You're just hearing my side of it now.
So Alpo tried to reach out to you, yes?
Plenty of time. I told you we were friends. We were good friends. Even through the process of all this, he reached out, Kev, don't go to trial, don't this. And this is when I was in the street. So we've always been that way. But again, it's not about Alpo, Dave, Ralph, John. I don't care. Like, I don't care who you are. Once you do what you did, I don't really want to hear what you have to say.
So because Alpo told on guys in D.C., it negates the friendship and everything. You don't want to talk to him, period.
I have a lot of reasons, man. You just see Alpo, you read it. He was in federal custody. He had my paperwork. You just read it. He sent it to Azie. Azie in turn gave it to Chuck. I don't understand why anybody had my paperwork. You see where it reads, he didn't get it from a courthouse. He didn't get it this way. Like, so I don't know what any of that is.
But what paper? I don't understand. What's the paperwork? What's on the paperwork?
I never saw the paperwork. But this started as early as 92 when the government was investigating me. I was being investigated. Mm-hmm. So while all this investigation is going on, he's locked up. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he was sitting down with the agents and they were saying, hey, tell us something about Kev. You know, what did he do? What did y'all do? I've seen things in my paperwork where I read where there's incidents with me and him. So I knew it was him. Mm-hmm. Because I know me and you did what we did. So when I read it, I know who it is.
Alpo, you talking about?
Yeah, because we did business. So if you say, well, on such and such occasion, I bought 15 keys, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be, I know it was you from the description of what it detailed.
Excuse me for my ignorance, because I do tend to be slow.
No, you're not.
I am. You said on Flex in here that they had your paperwork floating around. I'm confused about what was on the. I'm confused about the paperwork part. What is the paperwork?
Okay, well,
because that would tell me.
Okay, this is what this
if a snitch or not. That would tell me what was told because paperwork.
Let me
what's
tell
your address?
Let me. No. We talking about.
No.
We're talking about.
Try to make you scared.
That's not gonna happen today. We're talking about federal documents. Okay. We're talking about someone who's incarcerated. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. So, and mind you, truth be told, I had hired a private investigator.
Respect.
That was able to find out these things. This is why when you fight in a case, you hire investigators and all this old kind of stuff happens. But regardless of what was in the paperwork, I don't know because I never saw it. I'm locked up when all this is going on. You understand? I'm locked up. I just get this in my discovery, and thank God that my investigator and my lawyer was able to use that because what ultimately happened was my lawyer was able to say that what Chuck was testifying to wasn't so much because he was actually there, but he was reading from a script. You see the argument my lawyer was able to create? That he doesn't have firsthand knowledge of any of what he's talking about because he received these documents from someone who was working with the government. So everything he's testifying to today on the stand is not firsthand knowledge, but he's reading from a script to save his ass. So that worked for me. And that was fake working for me.
I got it. So basically, you're saying that Alpo must have told on you, and his transcript of what was said, what went on, got the Chuck so he could reiterate what was there.
Right.
Why you didn't say that from the beginning? Wow, you talking about paperwork? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, I thought when I said the man was in federal custody.
You know I'm slow. I'm slow. I didn't graduate from high school, so forgive me. Pardon me. But this doesn't stay that AZ told on you because you got the paperwork from Alpo. But AZ is guilty by association from giving the paperwork to Chuck.
That. Did you not read the part where it said he's a part of this case? Why are we a part of any case?
These papers are. G, what do you think, G? I need your opinion, G. Do you understand what I'm saying, G? I got it.
He didn't get on the stand. So for clarity,
okay, he didn't get on the stand. I put the paperwork. I put it together. So basically, in my opinion, pardon me, my, you know what I mean, and I need your help on this. Alpo, what he's saying that Alpo said some things that they did together, right? So they passed it on to Chuck in order to validate Alpo's story, in order to put him in. This is what I got from it.
Yeah, he's saying.
But what I'm saying that AZ is just a man that handed the paper because AZ just a man that AZ. That's what I'm thinking. But he said that AZ. What do you think? It just said AZ handed him the paper. That's what I read. But it also said AZ part of the case.
He's saying why are they even a part of that? You know what I'm saying? Like they
I showed you several different documents with him and my name intertwined.
I saw that.
And we don't have anything to do with each other.
Respect.
So you can. It's a conspiracy with the government. You know.
What's the saying about ignorance?
It's bliss.
Yeah, that's what I'm. It's what it is with me right now.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's okay for you to feel that way. I don't. My point is, I just like I state to you and anybody I speak to, I always speak in facts, and I support everything that I say. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say what something was or wasn't. But what we can all agree on, if me and you never did no business, then me and your name don't need to be intertwined any kind of how.
Got it.
Can we do an interview soon with Barry? I want to know a story. I already got a good story. Well, would you set that up down the line for me?
I think he likes you, man. I'm sure you know y'all can.
Yeah. He showed me some wounds. Yeah. I see the paperwork for my own two self. The docket number. What's the docket number? I just want to make sure. Is it the number that I read earlier? The file number is 245F-NY-195124.
See all the seals, all the dates it was filed. You see all of that?
I see it. Okay. You know, and wow. Well, no, for real. I mean, I can have my opinion, but he showed me paperwork. He showed me, you know what I'm saying? Flip the script. This is man paper. This is not my opinion. It has nothing to do with Queenzflip or Flip the Script. This is a man brought the paperwork here. He brought it here, and it's here. I see it. It's nicely. In a red, I think this is leather. Nice, put together well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, trial volume number 3, May 9th, 96. Yeah. Man, wow. You said. Let me ask you one last question. Where do we go from here?